All right. Well, hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I'm excited to talk to you about one simple change. It's something that has caused me to be healthy over the past years. And it's really something I want to encapsulate for you to learn more what I've been learning over the last 19 years, believe it or not. It's been phenomenal. And anyone you share this with, it's going to be really, really good information because there's a lot of things that people just don't think about. But if we do think about it, we're going to have optimal health for more years to come. Well, healthy living used to be a little more simple. We would eat outside off our grandmother's garden. We'd play outside. We'd drink from the water hose. We'd get plenty of sleep. And nowadays, it's a little different. You know, we have fast food available to us, even birthday party food. We live a little more sedentary lifestyles, and we have things where we socialize on electronics, so we don't move a whole lot, right? And then we're eating and drinking artificial ingredients, and then a lot of us turn to energy drinks or something to keep our energy up because it's really hard to keep that energy up. And now we have a couple other things that are also coming into play, which I'll share with you in just a minute. But the question for you to consider tonight is, how are you taking care of you? And I like to say on a scale of 1 to 10, and this you can keep to yourself and answer, how are you doing as far as eating real food? You know, on a scale of 1 to 10, you can rate yourself and think, okay, am I a 3? As far as, you know, toward the processed foods, or am I a 10 eating real food? How far have I come? You know, how am I working on this? Because eating real food is going to do a lot for you. And then how am I doing as far as exercising or moving my body? And I just heard a quote from Dr. Oz. Thanks to Lucia. Thank you, Lucia, for sending me that. 2.5 hours a week in exercise. And he recommends getting your breathing going to where you can't sing. You can still talk, but you can't necessarily sing while you exercise, but getting your breath up a little bit. Drinking water. How are you doing with drinking water? Hydrating your cells. That's a way to eliminate toxins out of your cells, is to drink water. And, you know, we might think 8 glasses a day, but it's actually half your body weight in ounces is the amount to drink. And if you're drinking caffeinated drinks, you drink even more. If you're exercising a lot, drinking even more. If you're in the hot sun, drinking even more. So really, we should be drinking water all day long, right? And then sleeping 7 to 8 hours a night. That helps us to restore our cells and our body and our hormones. And we want our hormones that are supposed to come out to play, we want them to come out to play. And they come out while we sleep. So we have to get good rest. There are two startling trends in the world. One is that there are environmental toxins that are increasing. And then we have food issues, you know, and I know many of you are probably aware of this. We have preservatives, flavor enhancers, emulsifiers, synthetic vitamins, genetically modified organisms, less nutrients in our packaged foods, pesticides, trans fats, which are fake fats, artificial colors, and then growth hormones. It's really hard to eat, quote, real food, right? So our food quality is decreasing. Well, those two things combined, toxins, poor food quality, also exercise, believe it or not, increases oxidative stress. Smoking increases oxidative stress, even going on an airplane, even being stressed out. So there's so many things that culminate into something called oxidative stress in our bodies. And this is what I want to talk about tonight, is that we want to do things that are going to prevent the disease processes that happen in our bodies. And one of those big disease processes is oxidative stress. You can look up any disease name that you're afraid of, and oxidative stress, put in the word, say, diabetes and oxidative stress, you're going to find they're very highly correlated. And that oxidative stress is linked to poor health. And so that's happening on the cellular level with all the bad things that are happening, you know, that we mentioned. And so what happens is there's 10,000 oxidative hits a day on your good cells. And we have more good cells than we have bad cells. And that's why we're alive today and kicking, right? But we want to protect those good cells. And that is through antioxidants. And so just like an apple is oxidizing right there, what helps the apple? The lemon that was put on it. And what is the lemon? Antioxidants. And so our best defense for those oxidants that hit on our good cells, 10,000 oxidative hits a day, is to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. And there's a quote that for every day that you don't have enough fruits and vegetables in your body, it's like standing in front of an X-ray machine. None of us would do that. The X-ray workers, what do? They run away from taking X-rays in the same room, right? But we need to eat lots and lots of fruits and vegetables to not have that effect. Time magazine says the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you. It's that they're so good, they could save your life. Haven't you seen people who all of a sudden start juicing because they understand we're supposed to have so many fruits and vegetables every single day to help that oxidative stress go away, right? So would they include phytonutrients in their diet, and that helps them to detoxify and protect those cells. A lot of people turn to a multivitamin to do that. That's really, they're turning to a multivitamin because they're not eating right or eating properly. But really, vitamins and minerals come from whole foods. They come from whole food nutrition like fruits and vegetables. And so in an apple, there's 10,000 nutrients, but in a multivitamin, there's only 30. Okay, so which one would you rather, 10,000 or 30? And so you want to eat lots and lots and lots of fruits and vegetables. You know, vitamin C might be one that they've identified in that apple, and they've put it in the multivitamin, and then calcium, things like that. But really, there's only 30. So it's better to eat the whole foods. And so some of you might be thinking, well, I do eat lots of fruits and vegetables. And the thing is you want to know, are they picked early? Because a lot of times our fruits and vegetables are picked early and then they're shipped or trucked over, you know, the United States or wherever, and put in a warehouse, and then it goes on another truck, and then it finally gets to the store, and we've lost a lot of that nutrition. A lot of the nutrition is at the very end of vine ripening. So you want to have vine ripened fruits and vegetables as much as possible, unadulterated fruits and vegetables as much as possible, and a variety of the colors that we need. And so the minimum recommendation in America is 7 to 13, 7 for kids, 13 for adults. But even more if you're someone who exercises heavily. We're supposed to have as many as 16 to 18 servings because they've really lost a lot of their nutrient value over time. Well, I'm so thankful that my friend introduced me to Juice Plus, which is the very first simple change I made to get on a better track to health. I used to be totally run down. I used to have allergies. I would have to stop off to the side of the road and sleep just on a 3-hour drive to my mom's house. I would sometimes have Kleenex in my hand where my nose was bleeding. I would get allergy shots, and I would be on antibiotics and have hacking coughs and all of that. And then when I would get to my mom's house also, I would need to sleep. And then before I got on the road again, she'd be so worried, do you need to sleep some more? That's how run down I was, and just kind of felt kind of fragile, or just really focused on medical. And after including this one simple change for me, it gave me the nutrients that I needed on the cellular level. You know, finally my cells were getting what they needed. And, you know, that's what happens when you give your body the right nutrition. Your body knows what to do. And there's an internal pharmacy that goes to work. And makes your body work better. So my allergies went away, the bumps on the backs of my arms went away, and the tops of my legs, and I had more energy and longer sustainable energy and endurance to get through the day and do all the things I need to do. So Juice Plus is 30 vine ripened, which is very important, raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. And you see all the colors, it's all the rainbow of different colors. And what they do is they pulverize those fruits, vegetables, and berries. They use the skin, the peel, the leaves when they're good for us. And they use all that, and they dehydrate, but not at a temperature where it actually kills the enzymes. And they make it into a powder. It's concentrated powder that they then put into capsule form or chewable form. And the chewables are delicious. Kids love them. My pediatrician recommends it. And it's a way to every single day get lots and lots of fruits and vegetables in your body every day that you wouldn't otherwise. For me, even though I know all of this, it's really hard to get that many fruits and vegetables in your body. And don't we want optimal health later in life and even now? So this is a way to have a really healthy habit every single day. And I love it that my friend told me about this, and I have been sharing it for 19 years. And so I'm excited to ask one of our guests to share as well. And so Frances is going to go first. Do you want me to unmute you, Frances? Let me unmute you. Usually when I do that, you're unmuting you. Go ahead.
Okay. When I first heard about Juice Plus, I really didn't know anything about it. It's my daughter-in-law told me I needed to take it. I believed her, and I started taking it. At the time, the doctors were wanting to put me on statins because I had high blood pressure and high cholesterol. I, being a nurse, realized the dangers of medications because I always was not very much in favor of a medication. And I refused to go on the statins. And I'm happy to say 5 years later, I'm not on any medications. I take Juice Plus. I fell a while back and I cracked some ribs and separated my sternum and hurt my knees. And instead of going in for all the different things, I knew what to do, but I doubled up my Juice Plus. And I'm happy to say I'm doing great. My energy level is better. I've completely given up. I used to be a Pepsi freak, and I've given up Pepsis. I don't do any of the caffeines except for my 1 cup of coffee a day, and that's only when I'm not shredding. And I'm eating much healthier. I used to also be a fast food addict. I'm happy to say I'm no longer on fast foods. So for me, Juice Plus has really saved my life.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you, Frances. I didn't know all that. And I have to say, I was a fast food eater also. I was eating whatever came along,
Mm-hmm.
and that really was not good for my immune system. And so we see what that one simple change did for you too. Thanks, Frances. Appreciate that. Do you want to mute you? Okay, I'll mute you. There we go. Okay, and so another thing that we love to have every single day, I talked about the micronutrients of Juice Plus. That's kind of like the oil in the car, what you might forget to have, which helps protect your engine, just like the oil in the car helps protect your engine. That's your micronutrients, your vitamins, your minerals, your enzymes, your phytonutrients from plants, fruits, and vegetables. The macronutrients is like, what's my next meal? What am I going to eat next? What am I going to eat next? And aren't we always asking ourselves that? I mean, at least 3 times a day, we're kind of like, what am I going to eat next? Or what's my family going to eat next? The Juice Plus Complete Shake is an awesome macronutrient, which means just a meal. We add things to it. It's a powder. It's in vanilla or chocolate. And then we add 8 ounces of whatever plant milk or water, or sometimes half juice, half water, things like that. But basically, it's a protein blend that has a complete amino acid profile. It has a lot of fiber. It has good sources of plant protein. It has fructooleosaccharides, which help build your intestinal bacteria, which really your microbiome, that's like the new buzzword nowadays. It's so important to feed your microbiome the right things. And so these fructooleosaccharides help build your microbiome with prebiotics to the probiotics. And Juice Plus actually has probiotics also. Anyway, it's an awesome complete meal, has everything you need, and helps you to have stable blood sugar, which I think is awesome. I love the value of having stable blood sugar. Now that I've experienced the ups and downs of Cokes and M&Ms and cakes and things like that, or a meal that doesn't have fiber, I really appreciate when there is a stable thing that I'm eating. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, but hopefully you do. And then if you have the shake and you have the Juice Plus Trio blend, we call it, you're having about 45 different plants in your diet every single day before you leave the house, right? Depending on when you eat it. And so we include all that with our family of 5. Juice Plus is unique. There are other products out there, on the market, but Juice Plus is unique because it's a food label. They made sure that they went to attorneys with the FDA and labeled it a food because that's what it was. It was not a vitamin. It's a whole food product to bridge that whole food gap. And some of our doctors who represent us, they say we don't have a vitamin deficiency in America. We have a whole food deficiency. So it's really important for us to think about this as food because we're not eating the proper whole foods that we need. And so it's phytonutrients, it's non-genetically modified ingredients, which, sometimes nowadays is hard to come by, dairy-free and gluten-free. It's been gluten-free for 19 years since I started taking it, so they are always ahead of the curve with anything they do. NSF certified means that they are looking at the product to make sure there's no herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals, mold, bacteria, things like that would not be safe. And also it certifies that what's on the label is in the product and vice versa. And that's a not-for-profit agency that goes in and tests our products. So they are totally independent of us. And then the other thing that makes us unique is the clinical research behind Juice Plus of over 35 published peer-reviewed medical journals. And I have a background in science, so this really got me excited. And 19 years ago, when I started, there were only 3 journals, and those were significant in themselves. Now there's over 35, which is so exciting. And so what have they found? They have, I'll share with you what they found in a minute, but here are the different universities and medical centers that have looked at Juice Plus, including Nemours Children's Clinic, University of Mississippi with pregnant women, MD Anderson Cancer Center in Texas with ovarian cancer patients. And I like to say those 3 groups are one of the most fragile types of groups there is, children, ovarian cancer, and pregnant women. So that it had to have been already deemed safe and already deemed effective before these colleges and universities and medical centers would ever let Juice Plus be used on those populations. And those are just 3 of the universities and medical centers. And you can see the rest on here. They're pretty high profile places. And Juice Plus always has great results behind them. And basically Juice Plus results are in line with the results of all fruits and vegetables. This is what all fruits and vegetables will do for you if you eat enough of them. We need to eat enough of them, and they need to be powerful ones. We can't expect the same from iceberg lettuce, grapes, things like that. Maybe certain grapes, but the normal foods that we eat every single day, we don't always eat a variety. We don't always eat the dark, dense ones. But the body of research on Juice Plus is consistent with the body of research on fruits and vegetables. And that is the number one recommendation if you look at any disease process, or to even help treat or try to lower the symptoms of any disease process or prevent it. You want to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. You can look that up online. I always say, eat more fruits and vegetables. So what did they see with Juice Plus research? They found that yes, that it gets into the bloodstream. It reduces that oxidative stress that is tied to any disease by 28 days, 75% reduction. So that was exciting in itself. And then from there, that protects your DNA because you don't have as many oxidative hits on your cells, including your DNA cells. So then you don't have as much damage to your DNA, which they found 66% less DNA damage in the very first study. And then they've had other studies that have replicated that. And depending on the population, it's been like 40%, 20-something percent, but there's always less DNA strand breakage. And that is your building block for every next cell. And then they looked at inflammation. Doctors love to think about inflammation. They know that it's correlated, inflammation and disease, and it has reduced inflammation. Juice Plus reduces inflammation in the body, and a lot of our different syndromes and itises, those are inflammatory type of things that are happening. So to reduce that inflammation is huge. And then it improves cardiovascular wellness. There's at least 5 studies showing that. It improves cardiovascular wellness, improves or supports the immune system. That is why my allergies got better. That was an immune system problem. There's so many autoimmune disorders out there nowadays that I'm always like, oh, they need more fruits and vegetables, because the immune system gets better with just 80 days of being on Juice Plus. The T cells go up, the natural killer cells go up, and your immune system is better. And so there are so many different studies. Healthier skin, people pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for healthier skin, but a lot of it has to do with what you're putting in your body. And so you actually end up with better skin if you eat better. And so they find better microcirculation, better hydration, and better skin density thickness with Juice Plus. And then some of these other ones, better quality of life in ovarian cancer patients, better lung health or pulmonary function with smokers, believe it or not, and better insulin resistance with children who are a little bit obese. They found that they got better as far as the adiposity, the fat around their waist, and also their insulin resistance. Speaking of children can get Juice Plus free. It's a worldwide study called the Family Health Study, and they receive free Juice Plus with an adult who wants to role model for their child and get the family healthy. And the company does this so that it can be more affordable for families. And basically the adult gets on their dosage of Juice Plus and they receive free Juice Plus for their child. And they find just what my family's found. I have 3 children, and basically they eat more fruits and vegetables. We go to the doctor less. They actually call us for appointments. We don't end up there for sickness. They consume less fast food meals and drinks, and some positive effect, and less school missed. All those good things. And so it's really awesome to be in the Children's Health Study, and you could do that for 4 years, and that's 4 years and up, the children. And 10 years ago, our company started to look at, what else is needed. They knew that there was a fruit and vegetable issue, and that people were turning to juicing, or that we needed to juice to get that many fruits and vegetables. They also knew that we needed to have better fats in our body. And the fats that we need, they are needed everywhere in our body. And just our brain, for instance, we're supposed to have, lots of good fats for the brain. And if we have unhealthy fats, it's really not good for us. And it's supposed to actually be balanced. We're supposed to have just as many good fats as unhealthy fats. So we need to up our good fats. And so Juice Plus went to work looking for a better way to have healthy fats. And this is our omega blend. And they, instead of going to the fish, they went to the algae, which is what makes the fish healthier. And they used that, and they also used cold pressed seeds to make some oils to have an array of omegas that are good for you. So that is something else that we take as another simple change. And, so we make simple changes along the way. At first, I just was on the capsules, the fruits and vegetables in a capsule, and then also the complete shake. And then my third simple change was to include flaxseed. Our omega blend didn't exist back then. Not that I wouldn't include flaxseed now, but, you make these simple changes one at a time, and you incorporate that, and you just get healthier and healthier, and you start eliminating certain types of milk, and you include other types of milk, and all those types of changes. Well, for those people that want to make a lot of changes at once, we actually have programs, and here's one of them. It's called the Shred 10, and it really teaches us that there's a lot more ways to eat than what we grew up thinking, or what just is in our general repertoire, and just healthier choices and substitutions. So with the Shred 10, there comes a whole guide from our healthy community. Our healthy community is huge, and they have all input into the Shred guide. And then we also have a cooking guide, and we use the Juice Plus products. We eliminate toxins. We eliminate things that weigh us down as far as artificial colors or processed foods. We also eliminate 2 major proteins, gluten and dairy, just for 10 days, so that our body can detoxify, and that helps that they don't have to digest those certain proteins at that time that we're flooding our body with lots of fruits and vegetables and we're eliminating some of those other things, our body experiences some really good results. And so what they find is that people actually shred or shed fat by shredding these bad toxins and habits. Okay. So a lot of times when people are dieting or they're over exercising or they're doing things that are not so healthy, they might actually still have the toxins in their body. They might lose weight, but still retain those toxins. And so then they gain back the weight. And so this is a way to, instead of thinking of it as a weight loss, it's more of a cleansing. So if you needed to lose weight, you might. If you didn't, you might not. And so it's a way to get rid of toxins. And if there is fat that's enrobing the toxins, you might also get rid of some fat. So that's for about 10 days every first of the month, whether it's January, February, March. We're doing something different in December, but that is called the Shred 10. You could get back with the person who invited you to find out more. And we also have a way, we're always talking about eating lots and lots of fruits and vegetables. We wouldn't say eat Juice Plus and don't eat fruits and vegetables. That would totally go against what we think. As a company and as a community, we want you to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. And we attract a lot of people who eat lots of kale and love to have fresh and organic fruits and vegetables and herbs. And so our company included this, which is the Tower Garden, which is from Epcot Technology, as a way to get unadulterated fruits, vegetables, herbs that you can grow yourself hydroponically / aeroponically. You plug it in, there's water and nutrients at the bottom, it goes up and it showers the different roots, and then you get plants that grow. And so this is a way where you can actually grow 30% more. There's no soil, there's no digging, there's no weeding, and 90% less water, which is amazing, and 90% less space. So it's really a way to grow your own and have vine ripen also. And so I want to have Gwen share her story with us and encourage us with her simple changes.
Okay. Can you hear me all right?
Yes. Thank you for being willing to share.
Okay. I went skiing today, so I really wasn't prepared for this. So
it's okay.
Yeah. So my Juice Plus journey started 11 years ago, and we found it at Christmas time. And I was introduced by a friend of mine, and she said that my daughter would be free. So that was how I signed up, because buy one, get one, mommy math. I was in for that, and I knew that my daughter needed it. So I knew I tried all I could to get her to eat, but 3 hours at the dinner table to eat Brussels sprouts couldn't happen every day. So it was better, to put Juice Plus in. So she had suffered from chronic ear infections since she was born practically. So she'd been on antibiotics as an infant all the way until we started Juice Plus. And that was the first improvement that I noticed, was there was no more ear infections. So no more doctor trips, no more missed school, no more illness basically for the daughter. So she made it all the way through high school, and we missed maybe 3 days the whole way through. Middle school, high school, she was great. She continues on her Juice Plus journey. She's still taking everything, of course, because mommy buys it. And so then my journey started about 5.5 years ago. I was diagnosed with MS, an autoimmune disease where eventually I could end up not walking and kind of unfunctional. Well, that's not an option for me. As I said, I was skiing today. And so the first phone call I did make after I found out was to my Juice Plus lady. And I asked her what to do and what they had that Juice Plus would, be good for. And she said, double up. I said, okay. But I didn't listen. I will admit, I didn't listen, because I was taking all this other stuff and trying all these other things, right? And but I did double up then 6 months later to detox some heavy metals out, and it worked. And I continue to still do double up every day. Then last spring I broke my leg. So that was the big thing. I was skiing and I broke my leg. And 14 weeks later, I had 100% bone growth. Yay, fruits and vegetables. Yay, fruits and vegetables. So my doctor is amazed. He doesn't understand why I healed so fast with this autoimmune disease. I shouldn't have healed that fast. It should have taken longer. I probably shouldn't be skiing, but he said I'm great, and he doesn't understand why, and I say yay. So yeah, that's my story, and I will forever take Juice Plus.
Thank you so much, Gwen. Well, we are blessed to have heard your story. Wow. And it's inspirational.
Yeah, and it just changes all the time, right?
Yeah, I love it. I love it,
Yeah.
love it. And I love that you go out skiing and living your life to the plus, really. So,
Yep.
yeah, keep on fueling your body. And that is a great thing about Juice Plus. It's not a vitamin, so it's not toxic to take extra. It's just food.
That's right. That's right.
Food, the better.
Yep.
Okay, well, in our healthy living community, we have free cookbooks, free kids programs, Facebook support groups, live and online, like tonight, educational events. So it's good to be in this community. Check with the person who invited you so that you can definitely access, all the different events that we offer for free. We also have healthylivingrevolution.com, which has so many good things. They even have workout videos on there. They have kids programs with sticker charts and all kinds of good things. They have webinars that you can watch on specific topics. So I love our community. One of the best things that's happened is that it's really helped our whole family just stay on track. So I invite you to just take part in that as much as you want to, and use it for your health and for the people around you. We do these events once a month. And then we also, about every once a month, also we have where we also share the company behind Juice Plus. So get with the person who invited you. And then the person who invited you probably has salad jar events and wine and wellness and all different types of events to go to. So that's what we do worldwide, really. So we invite you to join us in any which way. If you've walked away from here saying, I'm going to eat lots of fruits and vegetables, I'm going to juice, I'm going to grow my own, any of those things, we're really happy that you would do that. We know that it's really hard to do it consistently, so we're very thankful. And we wouldn't let you take our Juice Plus away from us. We're very thankful. Anybody you talk to who has Juice Plus, they're very thankful that they've got their Juice Plus. So we want to share it with you. And you'll probably be very thankful too to spend $2.38 a day on yourself. You're most likely worth it. I believe you are. It's never on the chopping block. And then for $2.38 a day, you can also get a child free through the Children's Health Study Program or Family Health Study Program. And then for me, I spend $2 a day for sure on me for the shake, and then we have it for the whole family as well. And then also the Omega blend is about $1.10 a day. So all in all, it's about $5 a day, and about the price of a Frappuccino at Starbucks. So you know that this is something that actually builds you up instead of tears you down as far as your immune system. And so I just want to encourage you to have those healthy habits that you can do daily. And this is one of the most simple and significant ones that you could possibly do. So we invite you to make that one simple change, get back with the person who invited you. And thank you so much for coming out and enjoying this with us tonight. I enjoyed the stories from Gwen and Frances, and I hope you did too.